Every type of resource sharing, like vehicle rentals, ride-hailing apps, or short-term lodging, was a brilliant concept with massive potential to change how people manage assets, but it's been wrecked by those chasing excessive profits. Journalism once delivered thoughtful, unbiased reporting on current events, enlightening the public. Now, with clueless leaders and a focus on ad revenue over substance, we're left with divisive nonsense tied to specific political agendas, tearing nations apart. Community green spaces have been spoiled by trash and destruction. Short-term rental platforms, originally a neat way to share a spare bed or save on travel costs, have been twisted by users into a system that shrinks housing availability and fuels a residential crisis. Web searches used to be a refreshing leap forward compared to clunky old engines. Today, results prioritize whoever pays the most for ads or search optimization, burying useful content. The web's promise as a hub of learning has been tarnished by false information. Every single app out there begs to flood your phone with alerts. No, I don't want constant pings disrupting my day. The basic concept of neighborhood property groups. My town launched a bike rental program, perfect for students and youth. Within 3 days, yes, 3, all the bikes were either swiped or wrecked beyond repair. Antibiotics were a game-changer for bacterial illnesses but useless against viruses. Overuse has now bred drug-resistant superbugs. Plastic, a remarkably versatile material, has been ruined by thoughtless littering, companies valuing profit over the planet, beauty brands producing tiny plastic particles, and governments failing to act. Let me start. Aromatic oils. They smell fantastic, ease tension, and help with skin infections, but overzealous wellness enthusiasts have hyped them as a cure-all for every global problem. Phones, letters, and emails were once reliable ways to connect. Now, they're bogged down by junk messages and fraud, making communication a chore. State parks, more sullied than destroyed. My spouse and I explored 2 parks this weekend and were stunned. Nearly every path had pet waste, soiled diapers, plastic bottles, and snack packaging. Also, please, nobody wants your music blaring. Use earbuds, you barbarian. Painkillers. Those with medical conditions endure untreated agony because doctors dismiss them, wary of addicts abusing vital medications for a high. Free markets. You've got 3rd or 4th generation heirs running inherited businesses into the ground, stifling rivals, replacing workers with machines or cheap overseas labor, then jacking up prices for yet another record-breaking profit quarter before securing government handouts. The planet. We've known about climate change since 1938 and should have acted decades ago. Emotional support animals versus service animals. They're entirely different. Yet ignorant people faking support animal status have muddied the waters, hurting those who rely on legitimate service animals. Only a doctor can authorize a support animal, not some online scam, and these animals don't get public access like service animals, just housing exemptions. Food blogs online. I get the charm of personal stories, but wading through endless ramblings about life lessons or seasonal musings just to find the oven setting for roasting poultry is exhausting. The actual recipe is buried under heaps of backstory and tangents. It's worse on phones, where your battery drains as you scroll past childhood memories and photos of pets and aprons. What began as a cozy way to share cooking tips has turned into a patience-testing ordeal, forcing you to hunt like a food historian for the real gem, the ingredients and steps. We've taken recipe sharing and smothered it in a wordy, sentimental blanket, sweet, but maddening when you're rushed. Online platforms. They spread lies rapidly, with users clicking without a second thought.